ahead and do a little mini garden update because it rained and we're getting so much out here. We just came out to the garden and looking at everything, and it's fun. So I don't really want to do a weekly garden tour, but I will maybe just do a little mini update since there's a lot happening right now. So let me show you what's going on. Picking beans and a few snap peas in here. It rained a lot last night.
These are the peas.
But yeah, it looks good.
That looks good too.
It does look good. So some things are ready to take out. These are some lettuce that is going to seed. I'll probably let a few of them go to seed so I can collect the seeds from that. Carrots are rocking over here. This is gonna be my pepper bed. It needs weeded. And the onions are just not doing good this year. I think this bed, there's something up with the soil in this. And it just might not be good for onions. And over here is where the snap peas are. We picked all the snap peas off. Oop, except for I see we missed a few right over here. Look, Mila.
Oh.
You picked some of those. But my peppers that I've planted by seed, they're not doing hardly anything. So I'm wondering if this bed's not good soil either.
No,
the peas are pretty resilient in it, but peas can grow in bad soil. Oh no. This side of the bed is squash and it's starting to really take off. This one's taken off, and then this one is a butternut squash, and it was growing out here and all along there, and I picked up the vines and put them up the trellises to see if we can make them trellis up. Here's our beans. They are rocking over here, and we've really dug in here today and pulled out beans, but you can see there's still more in here. Oh, like that one needs picked.
We pulled out beans.
That one needs picked. But you know how beans are, they just hide in the plants. But we picked out so many. Like, look at our basket. So much. Oh, we dropped one. And Mila found one strawberry in these sad strawberry bushes.
But there's a lot of flowers.
There are, so maybe we'll get more.
But Mom.
I'm noticing there's a lot of pests in these though. Like little flying things. And here is like a grasshopper. Maybe I need to come put something, dish soap spray or something in here.
Yeah, that's a grasshopper.
Yeah. So our tomato bushes, I was about to say plants. Careful. I need to still get some stakes to stake them up, but don't put, leave it there. So there's a tomato growing. This is a Roma tomato.
There's more over here.
Yeah, it smells so good. Tomato plants are just the best. They smell so delicious.
And
Nothing
look,
like
this
it.
one's big.
Yep, there's one right there. Oh, and here's some more. That one's kind of ate up a little bit, so I'm gonna take that one off. But
And
these
look,
ones are
and there's
good.
a bunch of flowers in.
Yep. Oh, and these ones, you know, this is a different type of tomato by the flower. This one is going to be a bigger tomato.
I saw
It's
it.
a beefsteak.
I saw it.
Yep. Don't pick the flower because that's going to turn into a tomato. There's more up there. So I'm going to get some T-posts out here and put one here and one there and do like the string method across and sticks like I did at the other place. Our echinacea plant has the start of some flowers, so that's exciting. And our blueberry bush, tree, whatever it wants to be, has some blueberries left, and the rest of them have been picked off by the birds. We cannot seem to get them before the birds do, but that's okay. This year, I guess we're just practicing growing a blueberry bush. Next year, we'll protect it better. And here's my little attempt at my flower patch in ground over here. Oh, that's a pansy. Yeah, so something's eating on this leaf. But these are sunflowers. Sunflowers do really well in bad soil, so I'm sure that is why they're doing so well. But you can see there's little bundles of zinnias popping up around here too. And then here's more zinnias. And then over here we got a few zinnias and some weeds, so I'll pick those. And then we have cosmos back here. So our nemesis this year is Bermuda grass, fire ants and Bermuda grass. So the year of battling Bermuda, that's what I'm gonna tag it because it's everywhere. Here are my grow bags of potatoes, and they are definitely needing to be dug up. So we'll wait for a evening here soon and dig up these. They're going to be saturated with water because it poured last night. And here's our row of potatoes, which also they've already flowered and they're kind of starting to die back, and I can tell there's some kind of like blight, maybe disease, fungal something going on here. And since we're so close to digging them up, I haven't cared to do anything about that. So these are our carrots. Oh wow. Yeah, oops, can you see it? There it is. It's getting close. It's our first year actually growing carrots successfully. We'll see how they look on the bottom side, because on the top they're looking pretty good. But we'll see. We'll see what they end up tasting like and if they're growing well on the under the dirt. So here's an example of one of the onions I planted here in the corner of this bed. So I put one in each corner of this bed. There's some over on that side too. Onions are really growing well. However, right over here, the next bed over, is the same onions, and they are not growing well. So I really feel like it is something to do with the soil drainage in that bed versus the other one. Who knows? So that is one thing with gardening. It's always a learning process from year to year. Just when you think you got something down, something might not work. Like the onions, we changed locations, which means that we also changed soil conditions, and I have no idea what they did in that soil before us. So who knows? You know, this property is much more saturated, wet. When it rains, it just kind of sits around for a while. So I don't really know what the problem is there, but I've grown onions successfully before. But this year, it doesn't look like we're gonna have much of a harvest. I could be wrong. They could take off just slower. Who knows? But that's okay. Like, it's just a part of how gardening goes. You just do what you can with what you have. But one thing that has been an utter fail for me this year is pepper plants, which is really hard to believe because I've grown them by seed for 3 years now and had amazing harvests, filled our freezer. Like, I have yet to buy any peppers for over a year. I just was living out of the frozen peppers from my garden last year. We ran out about a couple months ago, and I haven't bought any peppers because I just been like, we'll just wait for pepper season to pop back up and refill our stash. But this year I can't get any pepper plants to grow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a nursery and I'm going to go buy pepper plants, which is so crazy because I have done so well with growing them in the past. Don't know what this year is all about, but that's okay, because some years it might just not work well for you for who knows what reasons. But there's been a lot going on this season, and I'm okay with going and buying some. That's why we work together and have communities. So thankfully I can go to a nursery and buy some pepper plants, but I mean, it's just what it is this year. Here's an example of how wet it is out here. The ground is puddled everywhere. It looks like it even started to wash away some of the wood chips that I brought down here to help with the mud, which there's still no mud, so that's good. I'm just gonna bring some more and just kind of fill in this area so the water can have a place to get absorbed. The goaties, they like coming out and eating all the fresh stuff, but they're trying to avoid the water puddles everywhere. Feel that breeze. This American sycamore tree has been amazing. It's very protective. It adds shade, a place to cool off. Absolutely loving it. The leaves are ginormous. You can stand under here when it rains and barely feel a drop. The branches are just magnificent. Check out that. So gorgeous. Perfect swinging tree. This is like the best summer weekend day. Just enjoying the outside and the breeze, hanging out in the trees, the shade. The guys are over there playing frisbee golf and they're having fun. We're letting the goats roam around and eat all the things they can eat, and working a little bit in the garden, and it's just so much fun. This is making it to me. I don't care where I live, really, like in what house and all that, but if you have a place to just escape the craziness and insanity of the world, you've made it, at least in my book. Hi, Stell. Are you getting it itchy? Your belly's itches off? Oh my goodness. Are you stuck? What you gonna do now? I think you're stuck. How'd you get yourself in that predicament? Oh, oh. There you go. So I don't know if it's the playhouse or the goat house. What do you think, Kendall?
I think it's the goat house.
It's the goat house. Tractor Supply has a lot more options, but they're still $5 a piece.
There is a door right here, dear.
Oh, there is? Okay, cool.
Switch it.
Yeah, we'll probably get a few of these. Okay, so I got some plants at Tractor Supply, and they had a bigger pepper selection than what I've seen at Walmart, and they were about $1 cheaper. Still don't like buying plants, one plant for $5. It seems absolutely ridiculous when you can plant them yourselves. However, since I can't get my peppers to grow this year, that's what I'm gonna have to do, and I'm just gonna have to be okay with that. Still hurts to buy a $5 plant. One plant for $5. So I only got 3. We'll see how that goes. I don't plan to store peppers this year, so that's a good thing, because we possibly are moving again, so why store a bunch of peppers? So this will just be for fresh eating.